Hello again, welcome back to the Unloved JDM channel, and I'm afraid to say, well, I'm not afraid to say, but James will be, it happened again. I accidentally bought another car. Not quite sure how this happens, but never mind. Let me give you a little look at it. So no, in answer to your currently pending comments or questions, it's not pretty, yet. But it will be one day. Let's go and see what James and Ben think of it. Alright, so she's at the garage, we've driven her off the truck. James has seen it. Go on, James. Your turn. What do you think? Be honest.
Honestly, you knowing me how you do, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Good, good. Well, that went better than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was unsure, but he's got his faults. Let's be honest. But
all Subarus do. But it's a blue WRX bug eye.
Yeah.
Saloons. I mean, my favourite Subaru is a GF8, so that's the GC equivalent, the wagon. But saloons, the bug eye has always been my favourite.
Yeah.
It's not the most popular one or desirable one, but it's the one I love.
As proven by that one there.
Yeah. I've had GC8s, but when it comes to saloons, I've always loved the bug eye. Always.
There we go. Cool. There you go. So we'll see what happens with this one. So this Subaru Legacy is not one of ours, surprisingly. Yes, it's actually a customer's car. We really like this car. We did when we first met the guy down on the seafront. Cut a long story short, it's got some paint damage on the roof. Now the idea with this is he wants the car to look like the rest of it does, and the rest of it, whether it gives it away on camera or not, I don't know, but the rest of it is really good condition, real clean paintwork, and that's what he's aiming for on the roof when we finished it. Let's see how that goes. So, to cap it off, the Subaru Legacy now has the roof all painted, sanded up. The next step is to buff that and polish it and make it a lot more shiny. It's one of the processes. You make it look worse before you make it look better, but that looks really good to me. Alright, so this is going to be a little behind the scenes look at something that is coming to the channel on Monday. This space is our break room, but to be honest, we don't really use it. We tend to just sort of eat and drink on the go downstairs. Now and again, we'll have a sit up here, but not very often. So we're repurposing this room for a little bit more content, a little bit more entertainment for you lot. This is behind the scenes look. So what we're going to do is that sort of back wall is going to be all blacked out very shortly. We're going to put some of the memorabilia and stuff like that we've got on it as we go along. So we'll see how this turns out. A little bit more progress. James is hanging stuff that we've got and had around for a little while. So decorating is what we're on with at the moment. Decorating. Got a little behind the scenes clip. So Ed's setting cameras up. James is softening the lighting. But otherwise it looks really good. I like that. So this is pretty much how this one's going to look. So dropping on Monday, which the date will be on the screen there. I can't figure it out. Dropping by Monday will be our new segment for the Unloved JDM channel. So me and James are currently sat here with our Unloved Garage cuts, which are available online, waiting for cameras to charge it, but we are reviewing people's videos essentially, and in the longer term we're going to be reviewing your cars and your videos as well. So make sure you're subscribed and you'll see these come out on Monday. Story is on this car. This is a customer's car now. He's just bought it locally. We've collected it on his behalf. We've got a little bit of work to do on it, which we're going to show you in this one, because this is obviously an import. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. If you don't, you'll know in a minute. But I'll give you a little bit look around the car first, and then we'll talk about what we're actually going to do with it. So if you don't know these cars, these were, to my knowledge, only released in Japan, and these are mostly like, well, all, again, to my knowledge, grey imports. So I'll give you a little bit of look inside. These things are surprisingly spacious and really well spec'd out. Well, this one is. Let me show you. So this one, as the keen-eyed amongst you will have spotted, it is a four-wheel drive one. Now, my belief is that they are mostly rear-wheel drive, but this one has the four-wheel drive option on it. As I say, I presume it's an option, I don't entirely know. One of the best features that I like in here is, if I can just find it, watch the curtains on these side windows. Yes, they really are that quick. I know. I don't know why they're that quick, but they are. As I said, these are massively spacious though. Now, these are powered by the Nissan 350Z equivalent of the 3.5 V6 petrol engine. Thirsty for a big vehicle? Probably, but hell of a lot of comfort in here, because I've driven this to the garage from a few miles away, and it was a really, really, really nice drive. So, as I say, we've got a few things to do to it, and I'll show you what they are. Job one, the headlights. Now, they're in good condition. They're passable, let's call it. But the top of it, as you can hope you can see on camera, is like a little bit of a yellow colour, and this bit's actually quite clear. The intention is to re-sand those and re-clear them. Now, as I say, that is the equivalent of the 350Z V6, which is the VQ. We've got a belt to change down the front there, and a little bit of rubber hose that needs changing that's split as well. And then it'll be going on the ramp, because to my knowledge, it's been in the country for 2 or 3 years, I think it is. And underneath is still in good condition, which is obviously how we want to keep it. But the Japanese don't tend to underseal things. We intend to underseal this before it gets too English, let's say. Now, where this guy lives that's bought this car, he's not on the coast, which is probably a good thing. But still, we want to give it the best chance it's got. So let's get into it, and we'll show you that as we go along. So, James is taking the lights out of it, so we've got that one out so we can get all these done properly, like it needs to be. Had to get the bumper off to get access to it. Ben's attempting the auxiliary belt, and then the little pipe that I mentioned earlier on is that one. So that's not very good either. So we're underneath it now, and as I say, I've already inspected this van before I bought it, but it's really not in bad condition at all. All the sills are clean. There's just bits of scabby rusting places, mainly around the back, but it's only like surface stuff, so we're just going to rub that off. But as I say, under the van itself is really nice. A bit of CV grease there yesterday, but it did have the boot changed yesterday. So, no, it's clean. Let's keep it like that, I'd say.
Yeah.
So we'll get it bagged up and we'll get some underseal on it. So, and
I was going to say, let's talk about my hair. Look at, I've got my little thing going on.
how is that relative to the Elgrand?
No, I don't.
So if you've not seen James before, this is James. He's always like this. He's hard to work with, yeah, I know. So sympathy's welcome in my direction. So headlights are off, sanded. This is where we do the magic and clear coat them so they'll look good again. recommend. So she's now completely undersealed. It's still a little bit wet in most places, but me personally, I think that looks really, really good. So that's the passenger side of it. Let's go and have a look around the back. Around the back, much the same thing. All looking very, very clean. The spare wheel lives up there, so that'll be going back in shortly. But all that looks really good, and more importantly, serves a purpose. That's the base of it. Very nice. So, what we'll do next is when it's off the ramp, we can get all 4 wheels off it. We will do the arches one at a time. We've got to sort out put the headlights on it and put the rumper back on it. But this will be a lot of protection for it for some good times to come, hopefully. The Elgrand is now completely done, ready to go. As you saw, it's all undersealed. It's got its lights back in. I'll give you a bit better look at those, but it all looks like it should. So that is where we're going to leave this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you are subscribed. And when you see this video will be, I think, Saturday. The new, hang on, let me get this right. On Monday, I believe, there is a new series of videos dropping that you'll see a bit of background on behind the scenes between then and now anyway. So if you haven't seen it, look out for it. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you again.